Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today we're kind of just going to be having a little chat with me, a little draw with me and a little update. I hope that's okay with you guys. I'm going to be doing this completely unscripted just to get the video up so that I'm not keeping this video in purgatory for God knows how long until I have the perfect script. As I'm talking, you'll notice a speed paint in the background, and that is some Athelia and Meridia fan art that I have done. Now, if you don't know who Meridia and Athelia are, stay tuned, I will explain exactly who they are. In the world of Elder Scrolls Online, there is beings of higher power, so gods, goddesses, etc, etc. Athelia and Meridia are the gods or goddesses, just a version of them. And Athelia is the Prince of Paths, and this means that she is essentially the god of paths not taken, we'll say. And then Meridia is the god of light. If you don't know, Athelia was introduced to the Elder Scrolls lore in ESO Gold Road, and I don't want to spoil anything because this just isn't about that, so I don't want to spoil anything, so don't worry about that. I'm not going to be doing any spoilers in this video apart from the fact that she exists, which is pretty common knowledge because she was teased at the end of the last chapter last year in Necrom, and so please don't worry about me spoiling anything if you haven't played yet, or if you haven't played Gold Road, there will be no mention of that from now on. So because Meridia and Athelia are children of Magnus, which are Magnigi, they're a specific type of god and goddess, and that means they're essentially siblings. Sisters. We don't really know much about how siblings look to Daedra. I assume if you follow me, you know all about Elder Scrolls lore, so I'm not going to be writing down every single thing of Elder Scrolls lore. So I assume if you follow me, you know all of that anyway. So if all of this information is completely new to you, I'd maybe recommend looking at a different video for the lore. Otherwise, all of these phrases I'm using are going to sound so weird and new to you. So definitely check out another video by maybe I would recommend Skinny Cheeks or a podcast. I'm pretty sure he does videos, maybe he doesn't. But I might link down below a couple of channels that I would recommend for ESO lore and stuff like that. But they're two Daedra. I'm pretty sure, like, I picture Daedra having sibling relationships kind of like where they're family, but maybe not as close as most siblings would be, but still have those sibling rivalries. So in this drawing, I'm depicting Athelia and Meridia in a cave, and Athelia is in her Daedric form, and Meridia is kind of like looking down on her. She doesn't agree with the decisions she's made. She's kind of like, holier than thou, I'm better than you, and I wanted just that to be portrayed. And Athelia, it doesn't really care, she's just vibing, and that's kind of what I'm portraying here. There was no mention of the relationship in the chapter or the lore, so I don't know if this isn't canon or anything. Like, this isn't a real thing that happened, so that's just something I made up by myself. So I don't even know if, like, they have a sibling relationship or if they just so happen to come from... I'm not even going to finish that sentence. So moving on from that, let's talk about kind of updates about me. You know, that thing that everybody cares about. I am going back to college this year. I kind of took a gap year there for 3 years, and this year I am going... Is it 3 years? 2 or 3 years? This year I'm going back to finish my art degree. Now what this means for my channel and my Instagram, my following, my art, etc. is that I'm hopefully going to have even more content to post, because this year has kind of been the busiest in terms of things not related to art, because up until now I've been in college for art. I was doing art when I was younger, and you know, once I became an adult I couldn't really do whatever I wanted. I had to do adult things like work. So I'm gonna go back to college. I'm gonna finish my art degree, and I'm hopefully gonna have more interesting content to share, because I'd love to make more vlogs, and yeah, so you can expect me to hopefully be more present online as a YouTuber. I'm not calling myself that. It is going to be nice going back to college to have like more of my daily life revolve around art, because it is just something that's on the side. It kind of has been on the side all of the time except when I'm in college, so that's going to be really nice. My commissions have gone up a lot this year, which is really nice, and I'm going to really push for that as well, because I kind of just haven't had the time over the last couple of months to do that. So I'm definitely going to be pushing a lot in the next month or two. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, so I'm definitely going to get my Etsy back up and running and really push for, you know, bringing art back into my daily life. And it does take effort to do that. Like, even if I'm not in the mood to draw, like, I'm not always in the humor of it. And if I want art to be my full-time job, it doesn't matter if I'm in the humor of it. There's such a difference between motivation and discipline, and I could go on a big old rant about this, but I think I might make my next video about that, about the difference between motivation and the difference between discipline, and how that affects your art, and especially becoming a full-time artist. I need to learn how to breathe when I'm doing these voiceovers, because I swear to God, I am like holding my breath for as long as I'm speaking a sentence. I will not breathe, because I don't want my voiceover to have in it. Like, something else I've done while I've been away from YouTube is I've been putting a lot of effort into my website and getting briefs up on it and getting it nice and professional looking, and like, I want it to be representative of how my art looks and stuff that you can commission me for. So I spent a long time kind of refining that and picking and choosing illustrations and concept art to put on it, and I've kind of been really trying to build my portfolio for concept art. And the way I've been doing that is doing Overwatch skin concepts, and I've been really enjoying that. It kind of like brought the fun back into art for me, because it kind of like reminded me that it's not like just about recording everything, and that's fine. It's okay to have fun with your art. Like, I can get really caught up in illustrations sometimes, and knowing when to stop, knowing when to continue, and it is really nice just doing concept art, because the idea is there. Like, you're kind of just, for me, for example, the ideas I have right now, I want to do a Scooby-Doo Overwatch collab, and that's kind of just, the characters already exist, I'm just merging them together, so it kind of takes the hard part out of the art of like coming up with the idea. Like, Fred is a character, Soldier76 is a character, Bob's your uncle, you know. This is fully just like a very quick chat with me video, and not representative of the content that I want to have on YouTube, but it is also something that I think needs to be there to update people on where I am currently, and to let people know that I will be back with my regular scripted content that is mostly about gaming and art. So please don't think I have left the planet. I am still here, I am still making art, still drawing, I still want to post on YouTube. Just a little bit of a hiatus right now because I don't have time. I have so much going on, and I am going to make time. I am going to do it. I am manifesting it. This is holding myself accountable with this video. Anyway guys, thank you so much for chatting with me. If you have anything you want to let off your chest, do let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought, and I hope to see you in the next one. If you'd like to keep up with my art before then, you can follow me on my socials, which will be linked below, and if you'd like to support me, I will have my new website also linked there. Bye!